Alright, so beta testing is going well. There's been a few updates to my prop based on feedback as well as testing for beta. And then one of the questions that came in, a request during beta, was the ability to do copy preset outside the edit mode menu. So I've added that. Now, it's currently only on the GitHub version. It will roll into 6.1 once we're done with this phase of testing. But for those who want to test this, if you're in the beta thread, you'll just need to get the GitHub version to have this. So um, what I've done is to try to help those who don't necessarily want the edit mode menu. We've added a couple of on-the-fly features. So we already added the on-the-fly font change and the on-the-fly style change. So this is the last piece of that, and it's an on-the-fly copy preset. Now, it's a little bit different than what you're going to get with the edit mode menu, just because of in order to do the more advanced stuff, we do need that menu, so the menu makes a lot of other stuff possible. But at a minimum, it'll let you at least copy a preset, and then because you're able to change the font, change the style, and also do color change, you can make copies of presets, swap fonts out, swap styles out, change colors, and get more and more presets added. If you want to get all the other capabilities, so particularly with color change, the color editing capabilities in the on-the-fly is really only for your base color. If you wanted to have all of your other colors, so your blast, your clash, your lockup, ignition, all that other stuff, you're going to want the edit mode menu, or you're going to want to use the web USB for ProffieOS Workbench, or if you have Bluetooth. But to get the full capabilities of edit mode, you do either want to activate the menu or set up the web USB capabilities. That way you can edit it through USB or use a Bluetooth. But so the on-the-fly stuff is available whether or not you use the edit mode menu. So that's kind of the idea. So you can have, these are built default, but I want to just kind of quickly show it. So this is set up for 2 buttons. This will be available on 1 button. The controls will obviously vary. But to do a copy of a preset, so I have a current preset active. Whatever preset is active, you're actually going to hold your power button in 2 button and do a long click on aux. So a long click is hold it for a second and release. And it'll say copy preset. It's going to make an exact copy of that preset. So that means the font, the track, and the style, along with all colors, now get a duplicate copy. And then you would go into either the original or the copy, and you could change your color, you can change the font, you can change the style using the other on-the-fly capabilities. So we're going to hold power, do a long click aux.
Copy preset.
So now it's made a copy of the preset. Now this is different than the edit mode menu where it prompts you if you're sure or not. And that's because we don't have the menu capabilities added. So in order to do the copy preset with the prompt, that is part of the edit mode menu. That's already built in. This is just on the fly. So if you wanted to make a quick copy of a preset, you can now do it on the fly. And now you're going to have 2 copies of the exact same preset. So if I do my next preset, it'll actually be the same one as what I just had.
No data.
So that's that. And then if I go backwards, so if I point down,
No data.
so I've got 2 identical copies of the font. Now, if you want to change the font, that was already an update that we just did previously. You're going to actually do a hold aux and do a long click on power, and it's going to let you, it's going to basically go, every time you click those button combinations, it's going to go to the next available font that's on your SD card. If you point down, you'll go backwards. But so let's change the font on this preset. So I'm going to hold aux, do long click power.
Edit mode.
Whoops, no, I did edit mode. I held that too long. Let me exit.
Exit.
Hold aux, long click power.
Well, enough extended, are we?
So that's the next font, and then I can change it again.
Battery level 70%.
That was too quick a click. Got to get used to these new controls.
Is it possible to learn this power?
So now I've changed the font on this, but I've got obviously the same style. So now let's ignite. And I can do color change if I want. So I've got a new font. Let's do a color change on it. And this is going to be an edit mode style, so it's going to use the color list. Oops. So
Red. Orange red. Dark orange. Orange. Gold. Yellow. Green yellow. Green.
yeah, we'll do green. I know Anakin's not green for those of you who are going to say so. I just wanted to show. So now I've got the style's the same, but I've got a brand new font and a brand new color out of the original preset, which is a red. So now I've got this one, and then if I close this, you'll see if I go backwards. Oops, no, it was forward.
Is it possible to learn this power?
So that was the new one I just did, so I want to go back to the original.
Lord Vader.
So I had gone back previously. So now this is actually the exact same style, but in red with the Vader font instead of the Anakin font. So what you're going to be able to do now with the on-the-fly capabilities, and again, the on-the-fly capabilities come whether or not you activate edit mode, the menu system. It'll let you now, with my prop, you can copy your preset, you can change the font, you can change the style, and you can change the color, all from the saber, without having to go in and do Arduino or anything. If you want to do further capabilities like editing each color individually, editing your style settings, which would include changing out ignition effects, changing out preons, changing post-offs, changing swing effects, all that other capability, you will want the menu. That obviously we can't do on the fly, that's too in-depth, so that's what the menu is for. But at least at a minimum, even if you don't use the menu, you do have some new capabilities to really be able to do a lot of the additions to your saber without having to constantly hook up. So there's a lot more information about this. All the controls are listed at the top of the prop. And like I said, right now this is the GitHub version. This will become 6.1 once the current round of testing is done on beta. So lots more coming. But I wanted to just let everybody know I did get the copy presets added to both 1 button and 2. So if you want to check that out, if you are doing beta testing, it's another additional feature that we kind of stuck in last minute on OS 6. So as if we didn't have enough great stuff, we've got even more. So hope you enjoy.